Hello, everyone. A very good evening. We are back again with Straight Talk with Lammersville School District candidate today in our second show, in our second episode. Thank you very much for watching. So today we have a very special host with us. So we have Parminder Sandhu, Amrit Chima, Ashish Chima. I'll just introduce Parminder Chima, Parminder Sandhu. Parminder Sandhu is a very valued resource in our community. He's a educationalist. He did his bachelor's, then his master's in engineering, now working as a system security engineer with a big corporate company. So always busy, but he finds time to engage with children, to educate them, to mentor them. So around 100 plus children. So he's managing a program where in partnership with the other volunteers. So he creates the schedule for the students to bring them, enhance them in co-curricular activities, in educational aspects, in STEM education. And I still remember Parminder, he has a passion for education. So while he was in doing his bachelor's too, so coincidentally, we went to the same school, same institute for bachelor's. Whenever I need any trouble, had any issues, or my friends or anybody, so he was always there to share the concept, clear the concept. So he's a big proponent of STEM education. His kids are going in these schools too. So now I request Parminder to please share some more about him.
Yeah, thanks, Gurpreet. So yeah, I have been, I have a background in engineering. So as you said, so we went to the same college. So then I went to Canada to do my master's in engineering. So I have a engineering background in computer science, and the master's I did in cybersecurity. So I have been working in information system security engineering for almost 9-10 years right now. So right now I'm working at Apple for past 5 years. And in Mountain House, I've been living for the last 3 years right now. So my kids are also going to a Bethany school in Mountain House. So as you said, like, we have been engaged with other curriculum activities for kids. So we want to make sure that our kids have an opportunity to learn and excel in their careers as well. So it has been a great opportunity to work with you guys, and it will be a great opportunity to talk to the candidate, to talk about his vision and what his activities for the next few years will be. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Parminder. Appreciate your time. And Amrit Chima, we all know you, but I would briefly share about you. So Amrit Chima is living in Mountain House since long. So has double masters, worked as a scientist, started working on his PhD as well. So then he started his own business. So he has kids who went to this Mountain House high school, and they are in a school system, knows very much about his city, the education system. A great mentor, great friend, always work with the kids to provide them the STEM education and motivate them to have their careers of their choice. So thank you very much, Amrit, and I would like to request you to please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Gurpreet. Thank you, Parminder. Hello, everyone. My name is Amrit Singh Chima. Like Gurpreet said, my education background is I got a master's in molecular biology, plant molecular biology, and then I changed and had second master's in packaging engineering and design from Michigan State University. Continued on to my PhD, and lo and behold, tried to combine both fields together, and was working on developing biopolymers, so to speak, in plain language, plastics and plants, and then continue to work on my packaging design passion in the industry as a consultant, as a scientist for more than 25 years. So I've been practicing that, and also on the side, we established a business, fast food business, where my wife is a franchisee. We're looking to open one in Mount House, hopefully soon. About Mountain House, we've been here since 2004, but I think probably one of the early migration into Mountain House. Back then, there was only Wickland Village, only one of the 7 villages that we have today. In 2004, I think Mountain House started probably in 2002. So I've been in this community, and all of my 3 kids, including Assis, who's on the show today, have been through from kindergarten to high school graduates. So I have very much high vested interest in their education, of course, and all the youth of the Mountain House community to have the opportunity to have a better future from here on. So the last background, something I missed, worked for Clorox company over the last 12 years. I'm not working for them now, but working in a business, but that was my scientist role. So scientific initiatives, creativity, innovation is at the core. The STEM science is at the core of our heart. So I think we need to kind of instill that in our young generation to come forward and do good on that. So that's me. And I'll introduce, actually, in fact, Cease, happened to be my daughter as well. And introduce yourself, Cease, to the audience, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cease Chima. I'm currently a senior in Mountain House High School. As Mr. Chima said, I've been a part of the Mountain House community for my whole life. I attended kindergarten through 8th grade at Wickland Elementary, and then I've completed all 4 years I've been at MHHS.
Thank you very much, Assis. Appreciate it. And now I'll add our guest, our candidate, David Pombo, and will request Amrit to please introduce David to the audience.
Yes, so everyone, we have a great interviewee today that we have on in our presence, Mr. David Pombo. He's been our Lemmersville Unified School District Board trustee for long and has a lot of accomplishments that he has brought to our community and taken our Mountain House education system to where we are today. And I think this is his term coming up for renewal, for re-election this year. And it's one of the 5 members of the board. 3 positions, if I'm not wrong, 3 positions are coming up for re-election, and Mr. Pombo is one of the incumbents coming on the board again, and we hope best of luck for that. So with that, Mr. Pombo, I would like to hand off to you. Please introduce yourself as a person, as an individual, and as your background for the audience, please.
All right. I'm a lifelong resident of Lemmersville School District. I was born and raised right here in Lemmersville School District. I like to tell people that Mountain House was built in my neighborhood. As I said, lifelong resident of the school district. I've been a farmer and rancher in this area for my entire life. I've been a licensed realtor since 2005. I've been on the LUSD board since its inception in 2010. And during that time, I served as board president in 2011, 2014, 2017, 2018, and currently in 2020. I was also board clerk in 2015. I serve since 2008 to present on the Lemmersville School Foundation, which is the original school in the district. I have been affiliated with the American Cancer Society Relay for Life since 2005, and I was the event lead for the Mountain House Relay for Life from 2012 to 2017. I served on the Knights of Columbus board, which is a charitable organization through the Catholic Church from 2008 to 2018. I served on the Lemmersville Elementary School Site Council from 2008 to present. I have been a member of the Mountain House High School Athletic Boosters Club since its inception in 2014, as well as the Mountain House Band Boosters Club since its inception in 2014. I'm a supporter of all of our PTAs and school foundations. I frequently go to the fundraisers that those organizations have, and also the Mountain House HOSA Club, Drama Club, and Speech and Debate Clubs, among others. In my tenure on the board, the we, sorry about that. In my tenure on the board, the Association of California School Boards, let me start over. The Association of California School Administrators named our board the Regional School Board of the Year. California Department of Education named our district Exemplary District. California School Boards Association has awarded us 4 Golden Bell Awards for things such as programs that we have in the district. We also won a National School Boards Association Magna Award. U.S. News and World Report named Mountain House High School one of the top 10% of high schools in the nation. Mountain House High School has won a Distinguished Schools Award, and Bethany School has also won a Distinguished Elementary School Award during my tenure as a board member. You're on mute.
But you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Mr. Pombo, for that. Almost you're the history of Mountain House, not only Mountain House School, but you've been here, born and raised in this community. We probably talk about how even Mountain House came about in the first place, probably. Yeah. And for the audience, I think we know the Pombo Real Estate Board is all over the place in Tracy, so we could know that aspect of you as well. And appreciate your getting a lot of details about all the accomplishments that have been done. I think I can vouch for the fact that your leadership has brought us to this, what Mountain House schools have accomplished, that you mentioned about distinguished awards, and we have accomplished a lot in the last some odd years, of course, ever since Mountain House came about. The school started in 2004, but I think the board came about in 2010. But since then, we have taken leaps and bounds in the schools. Appreciate that a ton for that. Just to kick off, that was the personal side of you. Now the candidate side of, I know you served the board with the original board member and held president position even today. A little bit of the background, if a couple, 3 things that since you have a long history with this community here in education-wise, what are the couple of things, the things that you highlight to the audience to say, this is what we have accomplished, besides having a distinguished awards, anything particular in a couple of things that you think you can say, hey, this is where we were, this is the way we came about historically, and then we'll talk about going forward later on with the rest of the panel.
All right. One thing that I'm very proud of is that since I've been on the board, we have added 5 schools to the district. We've tripled the number of students and staff in the district. And through all that, we've maintained an extremely high level of education in the district. We are the top performing district in the area, and we're not resting on our laurels. We are pushing to continue until we are the top among the top districts in the state, and that's what we are looking to aspire to. We can always do better, and that's what I believe, is that we can always improve upon things. And one thing that I find that we need to improve upon is the gap between our highest achieving students and some of the other subgroups in the English language learners, the African American students in our district, and some of the other students who we need to help to move in line closer to the rest of our students in performance.
Correct. Yeah, we do have very high performing students here. I know for a fact, a lot of them, they go to elite schools here, graduating from high school, of course, going into all the UC systems, Berkeley and Davis. And I'm not sure if anybody went to Stanford yet, but I'm sure somebody might have. So all the good education that has brought us here. With that, I'll open up the panel for Parminder to kind of take the podium and ask of what we want to have the community to understand of Mr. Pombo as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Amrit. So I have two questions. So one is about the it's amazing like how Lammersville School District has exceeded, and since the existence of this the board, it started in 2010. So we have seen like significant improvement in the number of schools that were added, number of students that were added, and aside that, we still maintain the top ranking in the county. So one question that I have is about like what challenges that you guys have faced about some of the students who are like from minorities, and what you guys have done to tackle that type of situations. And the second question will be around like the future, like what plans do you guys have for the next few years to improve the board performance so that we can deliver or expect more from the Lammersville School District?
Well, we, as a board and a district, we are always striving to make sure that all of our students have the every opportunity available to excel in both academics and extracurriculars in the district. And we want everybody to do as well as they possibly can. And every student isn't the same. There are students who excel academically. There are other students who excel in extracurriculars or who excel in some of the other programs that we have. I mentioned HOSA earlier and some of those programs, and we feel like we need to have something available for every student so that they can achieve to their highest ability.
Okay, and what about the future? Because we have already done a lot of, we have achieved a lot of stuff in the past. Like, what are the plans for the next couple of years? What is in the pipeline?
Well, we are expanding our technical education opportunities for our students. We built a as part of the Measure L stuff that we built a voc ed building at the high school, and we are constantly adding to the availability of programs through that area.
And also like another one, because I've been in the IT world for a pretty long time right now, so I have seen like the trend changing from